Hey friends, Mrs. Greer here. Today we're going to read a story called Bad Apple, A Tale of Friendship by Edward Hemingway. I want you to take a look at the front cover before we begin our story. And tell me, what do you see? See some trees and some grass. What else? Water. What else do you see? An apple and a worm. Yes. Now I wonder what this story is going to be about because it says bad apple. And it also talks about friendship. I wonder, hmm, let's just get into it. I don't know what to think. Are you ready? Let's go. Hope Apple is a nice friend. Oh, here we go. Mac was a good apple. He shared his toys with the other apples, helped Granny Smith pick up after art class, and loved to dive fearlessly into the watering hole. On a Sunday, on a sunny day, Mac could bob for hours, and he's just relaxing in that water. On cloudy days, Mac would search for the perfect pillow of green grass and take a long nap. In his dreams, it was always sunny, but one day, as Mac lay sleeping, it began to rain. Soon as all the little creatures in the earth around him poked their heads out to look for higher ground, some of them found safety under the large toadstools. Others crawled into stones and pebbles, but one small worm had another idea. When Mac woke up, he was covered in raindrops, and he wasn't alone. You wouldn't believe the dream I just had. A funny little worm is tickling me right here. Is he actually dreaming at this point? He looks awake, right? And now I can't seem to get him out of your head. It was you! And that's how Mac met Will. So Mac is the apple, and what's his new friend name? Will. Good job. Wow, let's see. Will showed Mac how to fly a kite, fly himself, and play in the dirt. He loved making a mess. Mac took his new friend to the watering hole to clean off. He couldn't remember a better day. Seems like these two friends are hitting it off pretty good, right? They're playing with each other, they're being nice and respectful, until he took Will to the orchard. And where do we find orchards at again? You're right, at the farm. Look at Mac, he's got worms. Mac is a rotten apple. I'm not rotten, I'm quite sweet, actually. So they left. Oh man, did they treat Mac right at all? They called him out his name. Was that a nice thing to do? No, we don't call our friends out of their names. Will cheered Mac up by reading aloud from some of his favorite novels. He was a bit of a bookworm. Mac liked the adventure stories best. He also liked it when Will finished his sentences for him. The most exciting part is when the pirates find treasure in the dirt. Ha ha! It's the bad apple. Ew, worms! The next day, this is what they said to him. Poor Mac. And no one in the orchard would play with them, not even the crab apples. Bad apple? Crab apples can be so mean. That That night, the two friends sat alone on the grass without saying a word. In the morning, Will was nowhere to be found. And look at the note he left them. You are a good apple. Mac went back to playing with his orchard friends, diving fearlessly into the watering hole and painting in Granny Smith's class. But nothing was the same. There was a hole in Mac. There was a hole in Mac that he couldn't fill. Not a big hole, just a teeny, tiny, little, you know, a small hole, just big enough to fit. And nobody finished his sentences. Mac had to find Will. He searched low and high and in between, in the dirt, around the watering hole, and just when he had given up all hope, he looked up to the sky. Who's in the sky? Who do you think is in the sky? Is it Will? Let's see. Ah, Will is reading some books, but he has his kite flying high in the sky. Look at Mac's face. Do you think he's excited to see his friend Will? Yeah, I bet. Mac knew he'd rather be a bad apple with Will than a sad apple without him. I was hoping I could help me turn the pages. How did you know? Because you always be a good apple in my book. Good and happy, and there's nothing bad about that. The That was such an awesome read. Bad Apple, A Tale of Friendship. So let's talk about it. There's some things that we do as friends and family members that sometimes we may say things that is not nice. We may do things that are not nice. But I always want you to remember, always choose your words carefully. Be sure to say please and thank you. Always be sure to give a helping hand if you can. If someone drops something, go ahead, pick it up. It doesn't cost a thing to be nice. All right? So I will see you later.